guns out all weekend in Miami. So I came back, I'm working on my tan a little bit, so I realized I was really tan, so got the light shining on it. We'll see what happens, but we are ready to go to war today. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word.
No, you're not.
We're out the rip. We are ready to go to battle today with some folks, one guy in particular. We're going to be coming at this guy all week long. We are ready to go. This guy has now crossed the line with me, and I'm talking about the Musky one himself. So we are going to utterly destroy him this week. I hope you guys are ready for that. We're going to have a nice little hit piece out on this guy because this guy's garbage. The more you look into Elon Musk, and I'm talking about stuff. See, a lot of people are getting confused right now. They're like, why are you giving this guy so much credibility in crypto? No, it's way before that. This guy's a bad human being, and we're going to prove that to you this week. As he is controlling these markets, or the whales are maybe using him as cover to control the markets possibly. But that doesn't really matter. Guys, we had some technical difficulties getting on today, but we were in Miami this morning. We hit the plane, came home. Here we are. We're ready to do it. Met so many people from the BitSquad this week in Miami. Had an absolutely great time. And you would think I would learn. You would think I would learn to chill with my voice, but no, I talked to BitSquad members all weekend long. If you guys were in Miami this weekend, why don't you put the hashtag MIA and let us know. But we saw some of our people we saw last time we were there. We met some new friends, met some new people, had a great time. Didn't really listen that much to the speakers because it was really hard to move. If you were there, you saw, like, people were taking pictures of me the whole time. I couldn't even really walk around the conference. I never went to a single booth. But we interviewed Alex Mashinsky, which was really fun. So that was one cool thing that we did. Last night we went to the fight. TJ and I, we went to the box, which definitely appreciated the invite to this private suite. We're up there with some other people in crypto, had a great time. But Justin and Justin were on the floor, and they actually got some pictures with Dave Portnoy, Brandon Marshall. Who else did they say they got a picture with, TJ?
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell was there.
Yeah, a couple. You said Brandon Marshall. I don't know if T.O. was there. I don't know if they got a picture with him or not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, T.O. was there. You guys know I love T.O. T.O.'s one of my favorite people.
I would like to see him start getting into that fighting thing because T.O., I think he'd put on a good show.
Let me tell you this. T.O. was one of the biggest beastly guys in the NFL for a long time. He was very... When you just saw him, he didn't look gigantic, but when you saw him compared to somebody else, he looked absolutely huge. But anyways, I always liked T.O. I always thought he was very misunderstood. But, okay, I'm not going to reference any of those today. Okay, so let's go. If you didn't see last night, we put out our new channel trailer. You guys want to go check this out. It's basically an interview we did. Really good stuff. Phenomenal. Can't wait to see. We got a lot of good responses to it. You get to kind of see the human side of me. I'm not always a robot. Beep, 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 beep. All right. So here we go. We're at 1.09 million subscribers, guys. So definitely a big thank you to everybody that is in the BitSquad for joining. We're about to hit 1.1 million probably tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, we are getting absolutely crushed by the algorithm on YouTube, and it's not just our channel right now. It's all channels across the board. And basically a lot of channels are saying they're seeing 50% decreases in views, subscribers, everything. That's kind of what we're seeing as well. I mean, we had 4 videos out of the last... Wow, no, it's a lot more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos out of our last 6 that didn't crack 100,000 subscribers. Definitely didn't ever have that. Very rare we did less than 100,000 subscribers previous to this week. So is this messed up, by the way?
It's pretty choppy.
What's that?
It's pretty choppy, yeah.
Yep.
The internet stuff we're running into is not going well.
Okay. All right. Well, that is not good.
You just keep going.
Okay. So we're going to try to get the camera fixed here, guys. So, but anyways, so the long and the short of it is that YouTube is doing something to crypto right now, and you guys definitely need to support the creators in crypto that you like, that you watch, because obviously everybody's going through this right now, and we want crypto to stay in the front of everybody's mind and things like that. So. All right, what do we do here?
Just keep going. The audio's fine. The video's lagging. It's just...
Well, we're about to get on the screen here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
This is crazy.
The screen works. It's just
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I want to make sure the screen wasn't lagging. So, it is like a podcast, somebody said. Yeah, so, all right, we're trying to fix it. We think it's a little bit better now. So, yeah, BitBoy versus Elon live on YouTube. I would do that for 100%. If he doesn't do it, then he's a, can't say it on TV, guys. We're family friendly, but you guys know what it is. All right, let's look at the market cap right now, coming in $1.68 trillion. Look at that volume.
Wow.
83 billion. This is the lowest we've seen this at, I believe, since we've been doing these live streams. Let's see here. Let's look at the volume, market cap. Let's see for the volume to pop up. Let's see what the volume was the last since 2020. Yeah, I think this is the lowest volume it's been at. It doesn't say what the number is, though. So pretty crazy, guys. We're seeing this volume coming in. Nobody's trading right now. Nobody's feeling like, and why is that? Because it's feeling so choppy. Nobody knows what they're supposed to be trading or what they're supposed to be looking at right now. Bitcoin dominance, though, look at that, down 40.8%. Is it back on the way below 50% again? And then we have ETH coming at 19.6, so up quite a bit. Look at that gas price.
Wow.
13 Gwei.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like nothing.
Yeah, somebody said they did a $3 swap the other day.
Wow, that is nuts. But look at this, though. Ethereum is holding quite tough. As Bitcoin is still kind of scraggling around $36,000. We have Ethereum coming in at 2783. So it was back up. We'll look at the chart here in a little bit. I think it'd go back over 2,800 at some point. Cardano holding tough, slightly behind Binance Coin, but staying ahead of Dogecoin. Dogecoin at 36 cents. Been pretty stagnant the last few days after a pump after Coinbase. Is Dogecoin on Coinbase right now?
Let's check. And can you collapse in the left side of your browser window?
I can. I can do that. Can do that.
Let's see. You want me to check Coinbase retail, correct?
No, I'm checking it. I got it. Oh, look. We're not on TikTok right now, so let me see. Let's see here. Portfolio. Dogecoin is, in fact, on regular Coinbase now.
They really should add a search feature.
Yeah. Well, it's alphabetical order if you just hit portfolio for stuff you don't own. So I don't have my Dogecoin there, but it is on there, so pretty interesting to see and things like that. Internet Computer Protocol continuing to get crushed. I mean, that thing is just going to probably fade into irrelevance, I believe. But the number one, Tezos, up 17% right now. Nexo up 10%. Pancake Swap. Phantom back at 35 cents. Algo up 22% for the week. Theta Fuel up 55% for the week. Polygon. We actually met some people from Polygon last night at the fight. So who knows? Maybe we'll have something up our sleeves with Polygon here pretty soon. We'll have to see what happens there. Because we had told you guys that we had sold our Polygon. We sold it strictly for profit. Like, we made a lot of money on it. The rest of the market was going down. We hedged a little bit. We are looking for pretty much a new entry into Polygon, a smaller amount here pretty soon. We got Telcoin up 6.5%. We had our Telcoin video over this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed that video if you're in the Telcoin community. Let's look at the biggest gainers for the week because we're starting out on a Monday. Theta and Theta Fuel both crushing it. Theta making a hard charge back up to the top 10. Could be pretty interesting as we do have a Theta NFT release that will include an NFT called Nipception. That's all I'm going to say. June 22nd. So y'all get ready for that. So it's a never-ending view of we'll just let you guys figure that out. Solana making another charge up towards the top 10, up 41% of the week for the week. Curve, Kusama, Filecoin, Dogecoin up 15% on the week. So pretty good compared to a lot of the other projects. I mean, most of the projects are up, it looks like less than 5%, somewhere around there for the week. Dogecoin up 15%. So faring pretty well after going on Coinbase. But I always tell you guys when these projects do go on Coinbase, the bigger thing to watch is their liquidity as the next run comes, it then will be elevated quite a bit because that is something that Coinbase does provide. So let's see, anything else interesting on the markets today? Let's kind of look around, see if there's anything else. Let's look at that Bitcoin dominance. Why did it not load? Let's see. See if I can get this to refresh here. Let's see. Okay. So this is pretty interesting here. If we zoom in on this to 2017.
Look at that.
What's that?
I'm just looking how, I don't know if you can, well, this looks similar to this.
What does?
Well, back
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was kind of what I was looking to find a spot. Like if you look right here, right? Let me get it like this so we can actually see it. We need to make our own coin market cap type site.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Would you guys like that? Another place where you can do research other than just coin market cap? I hate their dynamic charts. It makes it really hard to look at. But if you're looking right now, let's see, I need to zoom this in a little bit here. Okay, so here we are. So when you're looking at what we just went through right here, it's basically it dropped, it went back up here, and now it's plummeting again. If you look, that's a very common hallmark of Bitcoin dominance going down. You see it here, you see it drop, recover, and then drop again. Here's another spot where it did it drop, recover, and then shoot down again. And when it shoots down, if you guys look throughout the history of this chart pretty much, it eventually will shoot down further. If it hits like a floor or a bottom, you guys see like right here, like it gets a really steady bounce back up and then goes back up on an uptrend. So what we're looking at right now, it looks very similar to these big falls in 2017. I mean, even you could kind of say this one right here, it bounced twice and went down. But for the most part, that's what we're seeing. Whenever you're seeing these gigantic kind of pointy drops, if you will, like a, not, if you look right here, like this never had kind of a apex. This was kind of like slowly ticking up. We have these big sharp moves is what I'm trying to say here. They usually lead to more sharp moves. So I think it looks like to me, Bitcoin dominance is going to fall again. And if Bitcoin dominance were to go back to like 35%, we could be looking at alts rallying, having a really big rally here pretty soon, which would be very interesting to see. All right, so let's move on here. Let's talk about, go to the charts here. You guys don't forget to be following us on Twitter, of course. You guys get access to all kinds of different stuff we're doing on Twitter, access to clips, access to projects we support, and things like that. If you guys go here and see, we're at 415.1 thousand followers. And where is that? I want to show you guys this actually. Didn't we retweet that thing that had that story that showed how much bigger our numbers are than everybody else's? We didn't talk about it, did we?
No, we didn't talk about it.
Okay, so it's this right here, guys. This article we retweeted on Friday night. BitSquad stays on top here. If you click this article and read it, it's pretty interesting. It's talking about crypto-fluencers, which is a new word, crypto-fluencers. And look at that, number one coming in, the BitSquad. And this is actually way off. We actually have 4.5 million followers total now. But we're up there with Justin Sun, Vitalik, the McAfee, that shall not be named, and Pump. So you guys can see, like, we're crushing all of them. We got almost twice as much as Justin Sun at this point. So we probably will, within the next year, have over twice. Number two. And this is once again a statement on the BitSquad. This is you guys that do this. This is not me. I'm up here just talking to y'all, but y'all support this community, you support each other, and we love to see that. So wanted to point out that it's like kind of an honor that we got to be number one overall by a long shot. That's why we say all the interwebs. Like, we're not just on YouTube, as you guys know. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, and what am I? Twitter, Discord. So counting all that stuff, like we have the widest range of community people in our community. We appreciate that from you guys. So wanted to point that out here. So let's go and look at the Bitcoin chart. Let's see what's going on with it. And it's not what I would call great by any stretch of the imagination. And if we go, we're going to talk about Elon a little bit at the end. But we are going to utterly destroy this guy this week. I hope you guys are ready for this. We are going to expose this guy like he's never been exposed before. So what does that say?
Sure. If you want to ban that, that's fine.
Ban what?
There's chilling some token.
All right, great.
So one of the mods was asking if we should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see the shilling of projects we don't even know what they are, let's get rid of that. So.
Yeah, if it's egregious, like nonstop.
Yeah.
Like it's this.
We don't mind you guys saying every once in a
this?
while or even a little super chat or whatever.
It's that
Yeah,
they're
get
talking
rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fastest way to get banned from our chat is to shill tokens. Nobody knows what they are. So
And
get rid of that.
spamming them. Yeah.
Spam. That's a good word. All right, so here we are. We looked the other day at basically how, we were getting up in the band. You guys can see it on the daily chart. We were getting up in the band, and now we started going down again. But are we seeing things start to shift as of today? And I would argue it is possible. Like if you look at our DBSI numbers here, let's see here. Let me get rid of market cipher A. Get rid of that. Oh, we got it overlaid twice. There we go. So if you guys look at our DBSI number on the daily, it's a 2. It's a 2 and a 5. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is the first time since we were running up last week that we have a larger number on the bottom than we do at the top. And what this kind of symbolizes is the bearishness, it just isn't really flourishing right now. It's pressure to keep the price kind of the same, but we were doing really well. Like we were looking at having a pump this weekend. Thursday night, we're watching Bitcoin, you know how it is. Like it's hovering around, where was it? 39. It was pushing up towards 40. And then that freaking dick. Like, I don't know what else to call him.
Yeah.
Elon Musk comes out and tweets. He is having fun at your financial expense.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
It's funny you said that. That's literally what I almost made the end thing, but I thought it might be too intense.
Was what?
Elon's a dick.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other word to call. I mean, I can think of some other words that, maybe start with a B and rhymes with itch, and that's what this guy, and I will tell you guys this guy will never come on this channel. I don't care if he wants to come on the channel. Maybe he'll never want to come on. I don't care. I'm not giving this guy a platform ever again. Period. You should all go to Twitter and you should block him. Yeah. Because if you guys don't know what this is all about, this is all about social media numbers for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys know we talk about Peter Schiff a lot. About Peter Schiff, his brand is anti-Bitcoin. Elon Musk's brand is staying in the middle and playing both sides. Yeah. And we got to put a stop to this, and we're going to do our best to do that. Obviously, he's got 56 million followers. We're not going to be able to shut him down completely, obviously. But we're going to do everything we can to help, to do our part, because this guy is Satan himself. I mean, he may be the Antichrist, really, if you want to get big. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's how bad of a dude this guy is.
That's big.
Yeah, that's big. I would like to say what I would like to do to him, but we're trying to keep the channel staying the same low place in the algorithm it is right now. We're not trying to go lower to like another depth of hell, and then we may see Elon down there. So I'm sick of this guy. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm very sick of him, and we are going to be making moves this week. So Bitcoin, doing great. Things are looking good. And then he starts tweeting. And if you guys don't understand the way this works, Elon Musk himself is not making the price drop. What's happening is when he makes these tweets, smart traders know the trajectory is going to go down or up based on what he says, okay? They know this. So what they do is they take advantage of that situation and they say, oh, he tweeted, we're going to get out of our shorts or we're going to put shorts in and the pressure sends the price down. That's exactly how it happens. So let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's actually doing pretty well. And if you guys remember on the show last week, I think it was Carl or Chris. I can't remember which one of them said it exactly. I think it was Carl. He said that he felt like Ethereum was actually very bullish compared to Bitcoin. And we are seeing that right now. Here's the question. Will Elon start tweeting about Ethereum next? What's to stop him? Nothing. So if you guys see today, we actually peaked above the EMA band, which is very bullish. We were all the way at 28.50 today. Get rid of that super chat. Yeah. So anyways, if you look at this band, things are looking quite bullish. We have a DBSI number of 12. Let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour chart and see what's going on here. And I'm starting to wonder how much of this Ethereum run-up is that EIP 1559 starting to get baked into the price.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, you're starting to see some of the results of the fees dropping.
Yeah. Well, somebody said in the chat, don't blame Elon. Look, here's the thing. He's just a bad person. Like, that's what this boils down to. Everybody we talked to this week said the same thing.
Yeah. People are over it.
People are over him. So I don't care at this point if he's making prices drop or not. Somebody's got to show this guy for who this guy is. Because, yeah, we got Anonymous coming on and threatening him, which, I don't know. Our guy says it's not really Anonymous. That's what he said. Says just somebody random out there trying to pretend like they're actually anonymous, which irony.
Yeah, you would never really know.
They
could all be like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Every anonymous message.
But the point is that they can go after him, but like threatening him and talking about like, oh, blah, 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 that's not nearly as good as exposing actually who he is, how he made his money. You guys know he's the 4th CEO of Tesla? How many of you guys knew that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Do you guys know he didn't start Tesla? He's not created anything ever. All he does is use the money from his family. Well, you'll learn more about it this week. I'm just going to tease it like this. So they said water only, sugar and syrup will destroy your vocal cords.
Yeah, guys, there were some people asking what's up with your voice. And just if you were late to the stream, we literally just got off the airplane coming back from Bitcoin 2021 in Miami this morning. So we are a little tired and have been talking nonstop for 3 days straight.
Yeah. So you guys know, like, I don't drink, we don't party, we don't do drugs, we don't do any of that stuff. Like we go to some of the places. I lose my voice from talking to fans.
Yeah.
I talk to them until I'm blue in the face or gone in the voice.
Yeah.
Because I just want, like, I always want everybody that watches this channel to know. Like, I had several people that came up to me that were like, you said if we ever see you to come up and talk to you, so here I am, you know? I want you guys to know, like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because people are like, oh, thank you so much for taking this picture. I'm like, thank you so much for watching my channel. Like, it goes both ways 100%. I'm so appreciative to every person. We had a BitSquad meetup on Friday night. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal. People came from everywhere. Got to talk to a lot of good people about a lot of stuff, and I just want everybody to know I appreciate them. So if that's what it takes is me getting a little raspy for a couple days to be able to show appreciation to my community, I'm going to do it every single time.
That's right.
So love you guys.
And fun fact, as soon as we landed in the airport in Miami, somebody came up to you and asked for a picture, right? What'd they say?
All right, so this young lady walks up to me. I'm already feeling myself, you know. Somebody's already noticed me. I'm feeling good, you know. She comes up to me, she goes, Charles. I said, who? I had a hat on, just so you guys know. I had my Gucci's on. I got a new pair of Gucci's. I had my hat on. And she comes up to me, she says, Charles? I said, I think you got the wrong guy. She said, oh, no. You're Charles Hoskinson. And I was like, huh? No? She's like, oh, you're so funny. She said her dad and her run a staking pool.
Yeah.
And so they were so appreciative of me, Charles Hoskinson, being able to, make Cardano. And so at that point, I just said, thank you for supporting my project Cardano, and I took a picture with her. So,
she wasn't hearing the fact that you were not Charles.
No, she didn't believe it at all. There was not even a choice in the matter. So it ruined the whole trip. No offense, Charles. I love you, Charles, but
we do love Charles.
I'm more swole than you, is what I'm going to say. I don't have a garden shirt, but it might be time to get one.
Might be.
So, all right, guys, let's move on here. I mean, basically, Ethereum's doing well. That's the long and the short of it. Let's kind of get into, if you do want to trade, if you want to be one of the brave people to trade right now, you guys make sure to hit up our deals page. We got a bunch more reviews coming up this week. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at the background. That looks cool. God, they're doing a great job with our website right now. Mm-hmm. Getting it better. So you guys can sign up for ByBit. You can sign up for Femex. If you need market Cipher, TokenMetrics, any of our best deals, you guys can get access to it right there. A lot of people came up to me this week and said they're using some of our stuff. They signed up through us. They're doing well. Of course, not everybody's always doing well, but some people learn like trading's not for them, and that's important for you to learn very early on. Like, are you a trader? Do you have what it takes, or do you not? Like, that's okay. If you just want to hodl, that's fine too. So let's get into. Before we get into this big story, I want to show you guys this here real quick. This is the Bitcoin Newple. You guys know whenever it gets in the blue, we crash. I was just kind of looking at the last 3 months of the Newple and seeing that we've now basically bounced off of the support of 0.5 here twice now. And both times we've gone down. So I tend to believe that in the very short term, we're about to see Bitcoin start to move up. But of course, we have no idea, what can be happening with certain tweets that come out or whatever. But this was the big news that came out this week for Bitcoin at the actual conference. And TJ, like we were talking about it, we actually were talking about this on Around the Blockchain last week.
Yep. Yeah, last Friday night, if you guys remember, we were having a discussion about, we were talking about that Wyckoff manipulation and distribution, accumulation, all those different patterns, and how it just seems so strange. Like, everybody could see it was textbook manipulation, but everybody was wondering who was doing it, what was the reasoning, why, all those kinds of things. And then and the conversation was, hey, sure, it's starting to feel like this could be the beginning of sovereign money coming into Bitcoin. So is that what we're seeing? We discussed different possibilities, and then here we are maybe 2 weeks later, a week and a half, we've got the announcement that El Salvador is making Bitcoin legal tender. So they have been accumulating. So we were on the right track.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just looking, somebody's talking about a SpaceX launch node. They're doing an Ethereum node on SpaceX. Wow, maybe he's about to start shilling ETH.
That'd be interesting.
That would be fun. I still hate him and I'm going to expose him, but that would be nice for my money.
Yeah.
And also, guys, this is not the only big story going on right now about this. We didn't even bring up the Texas stuff here at all, did we?
Nope.
No, Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, which... Look, I didn't talk to Greg Abbott. I've never talked to the governor there. Okay. So, obviously, I did not directly, cause him to say they're going all in on blockchain. They want to be the blockchain mecca, which is what they said. But I was just out there 2 weeks ago in the same building where he made that statement, educating senators, state house representatives, 32 of them that are specialists in the tech lawmaking area. And then 2 weeks later, this happened. So I think at least in some way, we definitely played a role in that. I don't know what the level of it was, but I know I talked to them until I was blue in the face about what a big opportunity this was for Texas. We made some contacts this week with the blockchain, the Texas Blockchain Council, and then also some people that are trying to get into some big mining operations in Texas. And we are about to do, guys, I just came up with this, TJ. You're going to love it.
All right.
Hashtag steal the hash. Hashtag steal the hash. China gonna hate me. I'll tell you that much. They're gonna hate me. I want to start a movement in the United States to take the hash rate from China. We don't have to have 50% here. Actually, in fact, I don't want 50% of the hash rate here. I want 25.
Yeah.
If we can just take 20% of the hash rate from China to the United States, we reduce their power. I mean, it makes it impossible for them to ever be able to take over the Bitcoin network in China because they won't have 50% of the hash rate. Right now, they do have over 50% between all of the nodes or all of the mining pools. They're in China. So, Texas, I told them when I was there, I said, listen, you guys need to get Bitcoin in your treasury here. And so I don't know if that's something we'll see. It'll definitely be cool. But yeah, hashtag steal the hash. This is our new movement we're going to start talking a lot about on this channel. And I made a lot of conversations and a lot of networking. I did a lot of networking with people in the mining industry because you guys know I'm not a miner. I'm not going to mine. It's never something we're probably going to do. But I want to be part of that movement to get that here in the United States because we have to have this. Why? Because gosh dang it, this is America. America.
Yeah, we also made some good inroads and potentially have some interesting stuff set up for like a charity type thing, helping some of these other South American areas get Bitcoin economies. So
we found out about a really cool organization that's being created right now. We're going to be telling you guys more about that probably in the next month or so. We want to get involved with. It's basically getting these third world countries out of being third world countries with Bitcoin. It's really cool stuff. You guys are going to love it. So, all right. So the El Salvador president says he will make Bitcoin. He will make the Bitcoin. He will make the Bitcoin cryptocurrency legal tender in the country. You can't tell this is written by the BBC, right? Yeah. You guys know all those British guys, right? It's real boring and over your head, but what can you say? Sometimes they say things like the cryptocurrency. If his plan is backed by Congress, the Central American country would be the first in the world to formally adopt the digital currency. It would be used along with the U.S. dollar, El Salvador's official currency. And the interesting thing they were saying was, or we were talking about afterwards, which was, somebody's talking about Celsius. We talked about that with Alex Mashinsky at the Celsius Mining, by the way. But we were saying that they didn't choose the U.S. dollar in El Salvador. It was forced on them.
Yep.
But this way, they can choose their own currency, and they want Bitcoin.
Well, that's something, if you do a little research, you'll see a lot of the nations that use the dollar didn't choose it. It was forced on them.
Right. Absolutely. TJ, how many viewers?
We have about 12,300 right now, 2,700 likes.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get those likes up to 6,000 likes today. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, that's the new numbers, guys. YouTube is pushing us down. Look, if you want to watch our content every day, you're going to have to set your alarm for 11:30, or sometimes 12:07, whatever. 11:30, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. every day on the channel, EST, where you get your videos, because YouTube is not recommending or showing our videos along with basically anybody in crypto. If you guys go to your recommended videos pages, you're going to find out that a lot more other content than crypto is seeping into there. So,
and they're not doing alerts either. A lot of people in the chat saying they're not getting alerts.
So you got to know what time. Set your own alerts on your phone to come here at that time. That way we can help push ourselves up back in the algorithm. Hey, no, I was just talking about BBC. Okay, that's it. That's all I was saying. BBC, British guys, whatever. Should it pass, the move would open up financial services to the 70% of Salvadorans who do not have bank accounts, President said. We just know, there's a huge amount of, being able to bank the unbanked. That's what we want. Now, there's an interesting thing also developing right now, which is, look at this. This has got to be a scam up here, right?
Looks like it.
4,000% returns in the last 20 months. I don't know what that is, but it's probably a scam. Okay, after El Salvador, Paraguay hints at Bitcoin PayPal project. Now, this is really interesting because if you come back here and you look at the gas fees, if this got reduced by 9, your gas fee would be a Paraguay. I'll let you guys process that. So let's actually get into this story because it is pretty big. Paraguay's deputy of the nation, Carlos Antonio Rejala Hellman, has hinted that the country will start working on a big project involving Bitcoin and PayPal this week. Rejala Hellman said that the project would innovate Paraguay in front of the world, accompanied by a photo of himself sporting Bitcoin-themed laser eyes.
Somebody's
grenade gum? What is that?
Grenade gum, yeah. Let's find out.
Yeah, look that up.
Mission Impossible.
Is that really? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he wants me to chew it? Wow, that's scary.
Oh,
the announcement comes 2 days after El Salvador's president plans to make Bitcoin legal tender. Yada, yada, yada. Paraguay is reportedly preparing to commence a big project, and it looks like it could involve Bitcoin and PayPal. So on his social media, the deputy of the nation said, as I was saying a long time ago, our country needs to advance hand in hand with a new generation. The moment has come, our moment. This week we start with an important project to innovate Paraguay in front of the world. Do you guys want me to read this? como ya decía hace un buen tiempo, nuestro país necesita avanzar de la mano de la nueva generación. Perdón. Llegó el momento, nuestro momento. Esta semana empezamos con un proyecto importante para innovar a Paraguay frente al mundo. El verdadero to the moon. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Did you like that? It was pretty good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can read Spanish pretty well.
BitBoy Espanol coming soon.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I know a guy.
You know a guy. Oh, I know a guy who can do it too. What we'll do is we'll just have it the same writers, the same editing, everything.
Well, yeah.
We'll just have him read it. You know.
There you go.
Though current details are scarce, the post will be of particular interest to crypto enthusiasts. Rehala Hellman rounded off the note with the words, "The real one to the moon." So very interesting stuff going on with Paraguay, with Bitcoin, with sovereign money. And you know what I've been thinking about all this? Like, we have, all these people love Spanish. I love that. We have all these other countries, right? We've got what's going on in Texas here. We know what's going on in Miami, right? Which, ironically, Miami, a very Hispanic community, as you guys know. But these other countries, El Salvador, also Paraguay, also Hispanic. I mean, Paraguay is South American. That is considered Hispanic culture, I believe, right? Am I correct there? So the point is we're seeing this is in my mind kind of what's happening. Also also Texas with a large Hispanic community. Very interesting. That it's a lot of bullishness coming from leaders of kind of Spanish communities. And what I think is going on is a lot of these countries are realizing that Bitcoin has the power to give them a voice in the world that they never had before. They're going to be able to go from, I mean, Paraguay isn't a third world country, I don't believe. El Salvador, I also do not believe is technically a third world country. It may be more than Paraguay, I think. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt here. Maybe they're both or maybe neither. But the point is, they're not in the top 20 in all, they're not in like the G20 for finance in the world, right? They're not top elite countries. How in the world could they possibly get into the elite of countries where they have a voice? They're seeing it could be through Bitcoin. They're seeing it's not through the US dollar. And we all know that, obviously. It's the only thing that actually goes down, correct, in value. Bitcoin's going up in value. I mean, fiat currency in general always goes down. So very interesting. 28 a 3. No entiendo.
So technically, yes, it looks like El Salvador is the third world country, but there's a lot of like factors. They've got level 1, level 2, level 3, all that kind of stuff.
It's a level 1.
It's level 3.
Cool, level 3. That's the best?
No.
Okay. Well, the point is they're seeing opportunity and they're going to seize it. I think that's definitely very, very interesting. So, all right. So let's move on to the next story here. Look, guys, you guys want a Bitcoin prediction? Do you want a Bitcoin prediction? And I got some problems. TJ loves this kind of stuff, right? TJ loves these really like vague, long-term, easy slam dunk predictions, right? So we were actually talking about it yesterday, like about all my predictions I made with price projections for this year, and I still think we'll get there to most of them or all of them. Who knows? Maybe we won't. Maybe we're in a bear market and we're all dumb and don't realize it, but I don't think we are. But it's like, I like to make bold predictions. I like to be bold. I like to be specific and bold. It's too easy to say, like, one day Bitcoin will be $1 million. Like, yeah, of course it's going to be at some point, one day. But when? That's what people want to know. And how do I know that? Because every time I meet somebody and I talk to them, one of the first questions is, what's going on with the market? We going up? We going down? Like, we all know we're going up in general, right? Over 4 years. But people don't like this hold on to crypto for 4 years message, right? Why? Why is that?
People have short time frames.
The vast majority of people just got in.
Yeah.
Right? That's why. And just like you said, people want short time frames. They want to be rich this year. Like in 2017, I want to be rich.
Right. They want it now.
They want it now. Viva el niño beta. I like that. So that is long live the BitBoy, I believe is what that says, correct? Or
Yes.
live the BitBoy lives, I guess maybe. But the thing is you guys don't want to hear the truth, right? And the truth is we can get up here and we can make fun predictions, and I love doing that, as you guys know, because we've been right so much. If all of my predictions were wrong for the last year and a half, guess what? We wouldn't have a big platform, right? The reason why a crypto face said sign of bear market, what, me with my guns out? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know.
What is the sign, crypto face? That it's no longer May? Hey, walk away in May to the moon in June.
Hey.
There you go, to the moon in June. Let's get it. But the thing is people want to have that short term, like we're getting in, we're going to get money. And look, I want to get rich in 2017. And you know what happened? It didn't happen. I didn't get rich in 2017 or 2018. I actually got poorer in 2018, right? Because I held all the way at the bottom. But what happened? I believed in crypto. I believed in decentralized. I believe decentralization, believed in blockchain. And over time, the rule showed if you're in crypto for 4 years, you're going to make a lot of money, period. It's the downward pressure that makes people want to get out. It's people looking at that number like, if you bought at 64K, and let's say we did actually go down and this was the bear market, which I don't think it is. But if we did, if you held from 64K and you had a full Bitcoin or multiple Bitcoin, and you held it all the way down to like $11,000, let's say, for instance, or 10,000, whatever it is, then it feels counterproductive to you to put money into Bitcoin when it's so low, even though that's the right thing to do. Because you feel like, what's the point? I put all my money in up there and I've lost it all. Why do I want to pile more in? But that's always the move. He says his flamethrower would have a real gas tank, not some canister that doesn't hold no gas. What are you talking?
That's the Boring Company flamethrower I think he's referring to that Elon Musk sold.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, is he trying to come to our studio with a flamethrower?
That'd be fun.
Come on in, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I love it. So let's get back to this story. The point is the Winklevoss twins have now said they believe Bitcoin is going to $500,000. Well, they said it a while ago, but when? The question is when? It says here, it is the hardest and most, I almost said moist. The hardest and moist robust currency. It's most, guys. Are you a moist guy?
No, it's just when you put hardest and moist together, it's just quite the combo. Oh, hey, you want to give us a walrus?
Guys, this was terrible. You know we're live right now, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not in the
We're not in the Uber.
Yeah. Can you come dab me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, DZ. Dab. Okay, it is the hardest and most robust currency. So all those people who call Bitcoin a fraud and are skeptical and say, I'm not a real technician, I don't understand people, they saw what happened in the fiat technician. I don't understand people. They saw what happened in the fiat currency system. The dollar, the ultimate rubbish coin. Bitcoin has trillions of dollars in advertising. The Federal Reserve is its biggest advocate. And that's what we see. Like a lot of stuff is supposed to be negative to Bitcoin. It ends up showing and highlighting its use case, right?
Yep.
Like think about YouTube censoring crypto content. That's a walking billboard for decentralization and blockchain. So the more these people try to take control, the more obvious it becomes like this is what it is. This is what the future is. He did say in here, I think they said in here, that they believe 10 years to get to 500K. It can happen within this decade, definitely the next 5 years. So that's pretty bold. They said in the next 5 years.
That's big.
Yeah, I thought I just read this part where they said 10 years. I mean, a decade pretty easily, but definitely next 5 years. And we got some people that are saying like, oh, look, I feel irresponsible even saying it, but there are people that we talk to that believe that the Bitcoin can go all the way to $10 million each. Could you imagine?
Well, those people, they must be counting on the dollar going down. Like obviously if the dollar's trending down and Bitcoin's trending up, it can be exponentially huge. So,
Spanish channel wearing a BitBoy mask. They want me to be the lucha libre. Okay.
That'd be fun.
All right. Bitcoin will outperform gold. Anthony Scaramucci's Skybridge. Has there ever been a bigger no-brainer in the history of money that Bitcoin's going to outperform gold. The Skybridge Capital, the hedge fund founded by Anthony Scaramucci with over $7 billion in assets under management, has doubled down on its support of Bitcoin. Although history shows that the precious metal has performed well in similar situations, Skybridge plans to stick with the largest digital asset. Is that we're going to stick to Bitcoin and crypto because we just think there's more upside. He acknowledged the volatility in the younger market, but added, you are going to capture a little bit more juice than you will in gold from that same phenomenon. So then it goes on to talk about what they're doing. They're actually working on an ETF right now, I believe, and they do have a lot of money under management. Ever since the end of 2020, when BTC's price was gaining significant traction, the Wall Street institution has frequently been praising the asset. The founder, Anthony Scaramucci, has used every opportunity to commend the crypto. Those include predicting a price tag of $100K by the end of the year, outlining that it's a safe investment as bonds, just like Gajewski indicating it's better than gold. The organization also launched a Bitcoin fund in early 2021 with an initial investment of $25 million. Scaramucci has repeatedly said how well the fund is performing with institutional demand coming from all directions. Hyper-Bitcoinization, is that how it happens? The mooch is always wrong. You think he's wrong about Bitcoin? Does CryptoPhase like Bitcoin? CryptoPhase, can you tell us, do you like Bitcoin?
Next time he's on Around the Blockchain,
I want to ask
him that.
I don't know if he likes Bitcoin.
Yeah.
BitBoy needs a headband to go with those rainbow. Let me see.
It's hot. Why is it so
look
hot
at that
in here
tricep
today?
coming in. I'll tell you what. What's that?
I said, why is it so hot in here today? Have you noticed that?
Well, I'm
it's
just saying, TJ. Like
15 degrees warmer in here than it usually is.
It absolutely is. But my sleeves are in 15%.
Oh.
So.
Bringing that Miami heat.
That Miami heat. It is scalding in here.
It is.
I couldn't tell if it was just me and the 37 energy drinks.
No, it's really hot.
Well, this building gets very hot in the summer. So
Great.
hopefully when we move in the new building, we'll be able to control that a little better. But it's just, I don't know if it was built to have AC upstairs. I think they put it in later. But anyways, the point is, Bitcoin is better than gold. That's the point.
So somebody in the chat was saying they think the dollar is going to lose its reserve currency status soon. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I believe that. I think seeing what Russia did last week, where they're unloading all their U.S. dollars, I think that's a big sign.
Yeah.
Now, look, guys, when I did not drink 37 energy drinks this week. Okay, it was more like 24. But the point is that we saw Russia unload a lot of the U.S. dollar, and you got to know that Russia and China want to work together to get that removed from us. I would say Russia probably has a better relationship with China than they have with us. So it would make sense for them to fall on that side of it. We see what's going on with the digital yuan, right? Now, what's really interesting is when you look at, let's see, the average world reserve currency.
Lifespan. Yeah, it's like 97 years, right?
Let's see. I think it's 94, I think. It's raining.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see. Let's check this out. Images. Here it is. So this chart here shows all the world reserve currencies. And when you do this math, I think it works out to...
that chart's old, though.
Yeah, it's so old. But I think it works out to like 94 years. Can somebody do this math here? Somebody do this math and tell us what that average is. 185, 260, 365, 475, and then 475, 1925. That's 96 years.
Well, I wasn't counting the present.
So the interesting thing is here it says, this has 88 years, but 1925 to right now is 96 years. And I think the average is 96. Somebody said 97.
The average of this, and this is 95.
Of what? All of those together?
Everything except the U.S.
Okay, everything but the U.S. is 95, and right now we're at 96 years. And actually, interesting, it probably is 95 exactly right now because it was probably given in the back half of the year, I think, maybe. The point is we're right there. We're exactly average right now for when the world reserve currency should change. So because of that, when you look at like history repeating itself. We're not going to have it forever. We're having a financial revolution going on right in front of our eyes right now. It makes sense. We're moving to digital money totally. It makes sense that something's going to be the new reserve currency. The question is, how much does the rest of the world care to depend on China over us? And I think the average person doesn't care. Like outside of America or China, they don't care about the United States having it. So I was having a conversation with someone who is international, and he said, we look at China and the United States as the exact same. You're both monsters, and we hate you all. So it doesn't matter if China has it or you have it. We don't care. Most of the world, they don't look at it like we're capitalists, they're communists, we're total opposites. They look at it like we all just have too much power. So breakout sentiment says we go up, but charts, technicals say we break down. That's a great reason why nobody's trading right now.
Yep. Everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah. So everybody's waiting to see. All right, so let's move on here. U.S. Bank JP Morgan is looking for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and proof of stake pros. Interesting. They're looking for, you would call this looking for pose crows. They said we're crashing right now. Well, I mean, we just dropped $200 since we've been on the stream. I mean, it was at 35.8. It is at the low point for the day, though, I think. Let's go look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, it's just so boring. Look at that.
How long has it been going sideways? For 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, this is the 4-hour chart, so that's June 5th. I mean, that's just last week.
No, I was just curious.
On the daily chart.
It feels like forever, but I think it's only 2.5 weeks.
We've been going sideways pretty much since this day, Monday, May 24th, I believe, because I think this was the day, this was the altcoin crash on that Sunday. So since that Monday, where it closed at, or it opened at about 35,000, we've been between 35,000, and we did have one day, a couple days where it looked like we were going over 40. But for the most part, we've been between about 36 to 38.5 is where we've been living, pretty much.
So that's exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah. Go up a little bit. If we break the massive triangle on that 4-hour chart, it may get ugly. I mean, yeah, it might. It could. Let's see what happens. I mean, we did on the 4-hour just get a red dot on the momentum wave. And look, guys, we've had the money flow on the 4-hour. It peaked into the green here. And it could be going back into the red. Let's look at the daily. We're still in the red on the daily. On the 8-hour, still in the red. 6-hour. 6-hour, we're in the green a little bit. So let's see what happens. All right, back to JP Morgan. Everybody wants this story for sure. I know they do. I know y'all love JP Morgan. Close. Well, that's not close. What a scam when it says you can close it, you can't close it. All right. In the months following the launch of their commercialized blockchain service, JP Morgan Chase and Company are hiring crypto talent. It's looking for proof of stake, Ethereum, and Bitcoin knowledge. That's very interesting because basically what we're saying is they're looking at Ethereum. Mm-hmm. Their latest listings on the job board raise suspicion that the company is developing a digital assets platform, a term now removed on its job board. And I'll tell you, I did talk to somebody pretty interesting this week at the conference. I did talk to somebody at the conference, and they were telling me that they were working on a giant institutional investing platform, which is very interesting because he was an investment banker guy. So maybe this is it. Could be. A digital assets platform. In their latest spree, JPM is also looking to fill a senior blockchain engineer, executive director role aimed at candidates who possess understanding the knowledge of open source blockchain platform, proof of stake, etc., and have experience with Ethereum and Bitcoin. The maxis hate that. JP Morgan is putting together a new payments method team. Merchant services provide payment fraud and data security for companies while authorizing transactions in more than 130 cryptos. According to JPM's global head of wholesale payments, Takis Georgakopoulos, the company's 5 years in the making blockchain unit Onyx reflects their commitment to blockchain and other groundbreaking technologies to strengthen and expand JP Morgan's wholesale payments platform. What is really interesting to me when we are thinking about this is that it seems like a lot of these big institutional platforms or big institutional companies, there's a phrase that keeps coming up over and over and over again. It's one of the major use cases of blockchain, obviously, and Bitcoin. Digital payments, right? A lot of these companies are wanting to create their own digital payments platform. What we're seeing right now is we're seeing the groundwork and the foundation getting laid right in front of our eyes for the future of the internet, okay? Remember, which I actually talked to, it's Alex Edelman. You know Alex?
Yeah, Lolly.
Okay, the creator of Lolly. Did you know that he created the buy button on PayPal?
Yeah, I did.
So if you guys have ever, I guess they still have it on some sites. A lot have like kind of cleaner PayPal integration now. But used to, there was only one way to do it. It just said buy with PayPal, and you would click that buy button, and it would take you to a place where you put in your PayPal information. A lot of the sites still work that way, but there is a lot, more high-tech integration going on than just the buy button these days. But the point is, that was a huge change that happened right in front of our eyes. Like before that, you had to use credit card. There was no other way to do it pretty much. But now what we're seeing is that there are new digital payment options coming. So the same way that PayPal revolutionized paying for things online, digital currencies are the next thing. And you're seeing this happen in front of our eyes. And I think that's extremely fascinating. So a lot of big changes coming in the future. Let's talk about Solana. We actually sat next to the Solana suite last night.
Yeah.
And we kept staring in their windows and looking at them over there.
I almost went over there.
Did you?
I just didn't want to be rude to our hosts.
Exactly. Well, we were hosted by Umbrella.
Yeah, that was very nice of them.
Yes, it is a mining at Smart Chain Bridge. We like Umbrella. We've covered them before on the channel. We love what they're doing. And were you listening when I guess as a CEO when he was talking about it to somebody else? Were you eavesdropping like I was?
No.
You never know. Like you never know really how serious and how smart the people who run these projects are. Because as you guys know, I'm sure, a lot of it is cash grabs out there. A lot of newer projects are cash grabs, like period. That's why we don't cover those. We get long-term relationships and long-term partners that are not doing that. I was eavesdropping on him, telling somebody else about the project and explaining to him, and I was like, this guy's smart. He knows what he's talking about. Like he's legitimately wanting to change things in the DeFi space. And I got a kick out of that because I love to hear it. Well, I like to eavesdrop because I'm a creeper, but I also really love when they're saying good stuff that tickles my ears and they don't know that I'm listening. So that was good. Give me a lot more confidence in them. But Solana was next door to us, and we never went over there. But we did talk, like I said, to some people from Polygon last night. So you can look, hopefully, for us working with Polygon in the future, because we do love Polygon. I did tell them that we sold.
Yeah.
I did tell them.
Her face was funny when you said that.
It was.
Yeah,
it was
we just sold it all.
Yeah. But we're looking for a new entry.
Yeah.
But we are. I mean, we made almost $1 million on it. And so we took the profits. And I didn't even say that we did it for about a week because I didn't want to FUD the price because we do like Polygon. Now we're looking for a new entry. We got to have a new position in Polygon, I think.
Yeah.
So, all right. Solana is raising as much as $450 million in bid to take on Ethereum. We talk about this a lot. We love these. We love these projects that are competing in the decentralized, platform space. The team behind the Solana blockchain is in the process of raising a large sum of money in a bid to take on Ethereum, according to a report by Decrypt. They could raise anywhere from $300 million to $450 million from the raise. Let's see. Solana's blockchain promises more scalability through a new consensus mechanism known as proof of history. Last week, the Solana Foundation announced a $20 million fund to build out the ecosystem in South Korea. So I'll say this. Will Theta ever rise? Didn't it just go up like 50%?
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Yeah, it's doing really well right now.
It's like number 14 in market cap.
Sometimes like people, they send these, no offense to this guy. What's his name? Scroll a little bit.
Owen Pope.
Owen Pope. I don't care how much you owe the Pope. Okay. Owen Pope, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Theta just went up. Like we were covering it earlier on the stream. And this is not like a personal attack towards Owen. We like Owen. Owen's a great guy. Okay. But what I would say is that, guys, like somebody literally sent me a message the other day and said, "Will Polygon ever go up?" Like it's gone up for like 2 or 3 months straight. Like you got to be patient. You can't be looking to jump in and jump out of these projects so quick. Give it some time. We've been in Polygon for 6 months before we sold. So a lot of people are saying Blood Diamond's on the 3 hour. So interesting. But what is something about Solana that you like?
Me?
Yeah.
It's very, very fast, very low transaction fee, and just a good team, good tech, and really, really strong partners, which to me says a lot about, when Coinbase builds USDC on Solana versus other smart contract platforms, like that says a lot to me. Just a lot of the projects and things that are setting up to get launched on it are going to do really good. I got asked about it a lot over the weekend, and what I told a lot of people is I really think over the next probably few months, if things go the way we think they will this summer, we should see Cardano and Cardano Launchpad ecosystem projects probably popping off, I think, in the next couple months. And then I think after that, we're going to see the same thing with Solana and see Solana pump, and then a lot of those Solana Launchpad projects really taking off this summer.
So what I'm about to say is probably going to shock you guys.
Like late
Probably going to shock you guys. What?
Late summer, I should have said.
Late summer. There are people out there, and I've met some of them, and I didn't tell them this while I was with them, but there are people out there that are smarter than me. It's a very low number. I met at least 1 or 2 this year. Okay. And the thing is, a lot of the smartest people I know, in all reality, I know I'm making jokes about being smart, but the truth is, a lot of the smartest people in blockchain I know, they love Solana.
Exactly.
And that's something you should definitely be paying attention to. When people that are much smarter than you are saying like, look, I can't even really explain it to you, but taking the whole project into consideration, looking at their partners in the tech, that this is something that is going to pop off, that is going to blow. I think it's definitely something you want to pay attention to.
Yeah,
so we've been saying good stuff about Solana ever since it came out. I actually could have been in the ICO for Solana like years ago. And
that's part of what got me into it. Is somebody like that I respect a lot and is very smart, spent a lot of time in this space, was talking to me about Solana probably February, March 2020. And so I was like, well, good enough for him, good enough for me. I bought a bunch at like $2.
Let me tell you how I see this playing out. I see this playing out like Ethereum obviously is number one by a long shot.
Yep.
When it comes right now. I mean, guys, look at the market caps. I mean, let's look at the market caps. Ethereum 321, it is only $14 billion away from being literally 50% of Bitcoin. Okay. No, I did not meet TJ this year, so he wouldn't even be qualified, but absolutely not. TJ is not smarter than me. So, I mean, he's hitched to my wagon, and that means he's really smart. So he knows how to follow a winner. I'll give him that. But I don't know. Let me tell you where TJ really gets, where I dust him, is spelling. He's a terrible speller.
That is true.
Awful at spelling. Spelling, they say, is like the biggest sign of a genius.
No, they don't. I see no value in spelling, so I've never.
And that's why you're not a genius.
Because almost everything autocorrects, and we have computers.
TJ got recognized a good bit this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Somebody actually asked to take a picture with him before me, and I wanted to just retire at that moment. But
you loved that, didn't you?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, guys, by the way, if you ever see both of us out in public, if you come up and ask for a picture with me first,
you're not getting a picture with me.
Ben loves that.
J-Chain signed his first autograph this week.
Yeah, that's true.
That
he
was
excited
cool.
about that.
He was really excited. So, okay. So, anyways, it says MJ, Brady, and BitBoy. Wow. How about that?
Equals
the three goats.
Wow.
The 3 goats. But when you look at this, Ethereum's only $14 billion from being half of Bitcoin's market cap. And this is kind of how I see this. I see Ethereum just continuing to anchor itself as number one in the smart contract platform space. In 4 years, I see Cardano and Polkadot really being able to compete with it and maybe like have a flippening like we've got Ethereum and Bitcoin, maybe not. But I see that right under that, you got Solana, Tezos, Elrond. You got a lot of these, the next movers in the smart contract space these are going to be the upper echelon, super big movers for the next cycle. So it would be really interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to freaking Elon. I hate even covering these stories. It's kind of like I almost just don't even like after I make this video. Yeah, that's right, guys. That's right, guys. I see that chat down there. That's right.
But I don't know how or why they know that, but yes, I am left-handed. Whoever asked.
Oh, they're saying like he smokes. Never mind. Left hand. Never mind. I'm going to stop there. Guys, I almost don't even want to talk about Elon at all, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Will you dress up as the Hamburglar for 10K donated to a... Yeah, why would I not dress up like the Hamburglar?
We would absolutely do that.
Yeah, I might be able to pull out one of my old jail pics and just use that. So,
thanks, CryptoFace.
Yeah, thanks, CF. We love you.
Maybe that'd be fun for the next time he's on around the blockchain. You should dress up like the Hamburglar.
Guys, I really miss the McDonald's characters.
Yeah.
Grimace and Birdie and Hamburglar. And whatever were they called the Fry Guys? I think so. Look that
You
up.
know what? There was something we were looking at the other day that was a little purple blob. It was a pillow. Oh, it was in our Airbnb in Miami. It was one of those McDonald's characters.
Grimace.
Grimace. That's who it was. We couldn't peg it. We kept
You
saying
couldn't-
we all knew we recognized it, but we couldn't figure out where we recognized it from.
You're trying to peg Grimace?
Family friendly
Weird.
show.
No wonder he's grimacing. No wonder.
I think we're all grimacing right
I
now.
think anyone that is a family person has no idea what that meant. Please do not Google it. That's what I will tell
do
you.
not.
Great. Everyone's Googling it
Yeah,
right
okay,
now. This is fantastic. But okay, back to Elon Musk here. Like, I pretty much don't even want to like, I should, these people, man. I don't even want to like talk about him, but we kind of have to at this point. Because he is affecting the market so much. And look, he is affecting the market, period. Like, whether whales are using it as disguise to dump stuff, he is moving the market. That's very apparent. He knows it too, and he's making fun of everybody. And that's why we're going to roast him this week. But Hacktivist Collective Anonymous takes aim at Elon Musk. Who cares? And I think like it is kind of true. So basically Anonymous put out this video this weekend. Peg the US dollar. USDT pegged the US dollar. That's funny.
That is funny.
Peter McCormack put out this tweet, but it was like an anonymous message to Elon Musk, like, you will be exposed. Look, I'm more about action. I'm not more about talking, which is funny because I am also about talking. But the fact is, like, until we actually see some action against him, then we don't know if this is real or not. We don't know if they're actually going to do anything or not. We definitely want to see him get exposed, and we're going to play a role in that, but we're not anonymous. We're going to come out and we're going to own it. So somebody said, I'm not going to say what they said. It's the classic anonymous modus operandi, or MO, a monologue worthy of a supervillain, a perceived attack on an individual right or public good. Some guy in a Guy Fawkes mask, and a whole lot of fizz-bang wowie video effects and voice distortion. The latest expect us threat prompts the question, who cares? Yet, and that's talking about the video. What really attracted the ire of this particular group is the smaller fry investors may have been negatively impacted by Musk's recent Twitter shenanigans. And that's 100% right. Hey, Elon Musk, I met Martin, a Lyft driver in Miami. He told me he lost $10,000 investing in Dogecoin, which he got into because of your Twitter account. Maybe it's time to calm down. Here's the thing. You've got two types of people out there, okay, that do what I do, that have social media presence, okay? You have people out there that are all about themselves. That's all they care about. They don't care about how it affects other people. They care less. All they're about is themselves, okay? You got people out there that understand the weight and responsibility of what having a platform means. We know which one of those people Elon Musk is, okay? And we really do have to get to a point where we take the power away from these tweets. And I think we all need today, as a matter of fact, well, I'm not following him at all. We all need today, if you are following Elon Musk, go to, what is this? Freaking crap. And you need to unfollow him. We need to see this number go down, not up. If you're following Elon Musk on Twitter, you are actually part of the problem because you are giving him what he wants, which is the platform. We need to get rid of this, of his ability to be able to move the markets. And the only way we do that is by unfollowing this guy and taking away his presence. Okay. Somebody like Peter Schiff, like he's kind of funny to follow, whatever. He's not really harming Bitcoin. This guy is harming Bitcoin and he's harming people. Okay. And regardless of what his actual ability to do this is, whether he's actually massively affecting the market or either having a small effect on the market, either way, his goal is to hurt you. And that's what you need to take into consideration. So, God, man, I'd like to swing on this guy. I'll tell you what. Where's he at, though? Okay. So, all right, I think that's all we got today. Yeah. I could go more into this, but we're going to do this later on this week. So you guys, probably Wednesday, our Elon video will be out. And after that, we're gonna close the chapter. We're gonna close the book on Elon Musk. So, all right, guys, I'm going to run. Voice is raspy. Got to go have some lunch with the family. I haven't seen them since Thursday. So really looking forward to doing that. Guys, I love you guys. I love everybody who came out to the event this week. We're going to start planning our next meetup this week or next week. We're going to start planning that. So what did that say? What did Crypto Face say?
Nothing.
You say Tyler Durden?
No.
Okay. All right, guys, that's all we got. Love you. Be blessed. BitBoy out.